Welcome to the Brewers Radio Network. I'm Miles, that's Sean, that's Teague, and that's Henry. We are just minutes away from the Brewers versus Cubs at Wrigley Field. What are you guys' score predictions?
My score prediction is 6-4 Brewers because the Brewers have been on a hot streak and the Cubs are not doing that good lately.
What are your thoughts, Teague?
Um, my thoughts are also going to be Brewers by an inch, 1-2 Brewers, because the Cubs haven't been that hot lately, and they did have that shutout against the Angels on Sunday. This game could really go any way, I just think, but it'll be close, that's for sure. I'm leaning either Brewers or Cubs. I'm completely 50-50 on this one.
Yeah, I think the Brewers are gonna win, mostly because they have more talent for power. They hit more home runs. They hit for contact. I think the Cubs, they just swing and miss a lot. They get out a lot, and the Brewers just know how to hit the ball, and they have decent pitching.
This is the start of a 4-game series, and this is game 1. So what are your guys' thoughts on how the series is going to play out for both teams?
I think it's going to be a series tie. I think the Brewers are going to take the first two and the Cubs are going to take the next two. And yeah, I think the Brewers are just going to sell the last 2 games.
I think it is going to be a 3-1 series to the Brewers. I think they just have more star power and are better coached, and they've obviously done better this season, and the Cubs have just been dealing with a terrible bullpen.
I say 3-1 Cubs because generally in the long run, I've seen the Cubs stand up to some bigger teams such as the Los Angeles Dodgers, and that dynamic could happen here where no one expects the Cubs to come out of it winning, but they will somehow with exquisite fielding, which they're one of the best fielding teams in baseball. So I have 3-1 Cubs.
I think the series is gonna be tied, mostly because I think the teams are pretty much equal for pitching wise, but I think the Brewers have better hitting, and they have one of the best outfielders. I think he's starting in the All Star game, Christian Yelich, and they have another All Star starter in William Contreras. So yeah, the I think it's gonna be tied, but I think the Brewers are mostly better than the Cubs.
What are your guys' thoughts on the rookie Shota Imanaga facing these star hitters in Christian Yelich and William Contreras?
Well, I mean, I don't think he's really a rookie because, I mean, he was in Japan for like multiple years and and uh, and he has a really good ERA. I mean, I think he's gonna cruise past him like any other hitter this year.
I think the Brewers will pick apart this pitcher like every other pitcher they've faced. I think they can have the ability to score 5 or more runs against him, and obviously the Cubs aren't known for their bullpen, so I think they can have even 7 or more after the first 7 innings.
I think Shota Imanaga is why the Cubs are going to win this series, actually, because they haven't seen a pitcher like him yet that does what he does, and it's going to be very, very tricky to just, I think, go off on him, and very unpredictable pitches. Sometimes he could throw it fast, he could throw a breaking ball, anything could happen. So I don't think they're ready for that. But if they were to put in another pitcher like Justin Steele, then it could go Brewers definitely.
Well, I think Shota Imanaga is gonna have a tough game because last time he faced the Brewers, I think the Brewers put up a 10 spot on him, and so I do think he'll struggle, but I think he'll get a lot of strikeouts because of his curveball and his off-speed pitches. I think his fastball's pretty good too. It has a lot of movement, and yeah, I just think he'll struggle a bit.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching the Brewers Radio Network.